We were disappointed when the federal government denied assistance to all the folks that had been displaced from the tornadoes, and we said we were going to do something about it. So we have with us here our Secretary of Economic Opportunity, Dane Eagle. We have Corey Simon from Volunteer Florida, the CEO. Ashley Mayer, CEO, Charlotte Community Foundation. Ellie and Tony Costales, I think that's their home right there where we were at last time. Dorothy Wren, also a resident and survivor. And then we have state reps. Are you guys all here? Who's all here? So we have Botana, Gia Lombardo. Is Spencer Roach here? Is Jenna here?
Right behind
you. Oh, hey, good to see you. And then I don't know if Senator Rodriguez or Pasadomo, are they here? Right here. Oh, hey, man. How you doing? I see Ray Sandelli. So we've got a lot of good folks that are here with us for today's announcement. So we have announced through Dane Eagle, once we got denied for federal, we found different types of state programs that we were able to do. Now, that may not fit every single need, but what was the total of that? $7 million? $7.4 million. And so we were excited to be able to do that. But we also said, we want to make sure that we can do more. And so we were looking at what our options are. And, quite frankly, I was ticked off when they denied this, and a lot of other people were ticked off. To deny tornado victims just because of politics is wrong. And so we said, let's do something about it. So we decided through Volunteer Florida that we would be able to raise some money and to get some relief into the hands of the folks who need it, because people are dealing with a lot of different things. The damage was not necessarily uniform. Some totally lost. Some need repairs. Some need temporary housing. There's a whole bunch of different things. So we did that. We opened up applications. We had 43 households that applied for support. We were able to raise $1.1 million so far. I had the Republican Party of Florida kick in $100,000. We also had a lot of different businesses across Florida that have put in significant amounts of money as well. So we thank them. So today we're able to hand out to those 43 households $10,000 checks to all of them that applied. And so that's a big deal. And so I want to thank the Charlotte Community Foundation for being the landing spot for folks to be able to contribute money to. They've been handling the collection and the disbursement of donations. We were able to hand out a number of the checks just there in the mobile command center. And so they're doing that, and that's really, really important. And so we know more than 43 residents were impacted by this. So you have an ability to apply. We are not necessarily done raising money on this. If we need to do more, we will. And if people want to contribute, we would encourage them to do it. And both donations and applications for assistance can be made at floridadisaster.org/assistance. floridadisaster.org/assistance. So if you do that, contribute, or if you're somebody that was affected, we would want to do that. I think this is just what we do. We're very resilient down here. If you deal us a bad hand, we're going to figure out what we need to do. After I do this, I'm going to be going up to Ocala. They just got hit by some significant tornadoes that had some significant, in some cases even more significant than here. We have not yet been denied by Biden for assistance on that. But, we're going to be ready to do whatever we need to do. But we want to be able to help those folks as well. Now, we have appealed the Biden administration's decision. We have not gotten any results on that. But I know Byron Donalds, the congressman here, has been really strong on that. So I just want to thank Byron for helping us at the federal level. We're going to continue to fight for Floridians, and we're going to continue to fight for people in Lee and Charlotte counties. And so I have this check that we're going to actually formally present. So do you guys want to come and kind of, accept this on behalf of everybody?
Sure.
So this is not exhaustive, but over $1 million. Can I have this? You can have it. That and $2.50 will get you a cup of coffee somewhere. So go ahead, take it. Yeah, of course.
Outstanding.
Yeah. All right, so we've got some other folks that are going to come up here and say a few things. So, Ellie and Tony, why don't you guys come and give your remarks?
Go ahead, honey.
We're just so grateful, so grateful. It's been really difficult the last couple of months, and this is like a light in a dark tunnel. It's just wonderful. We can't thank the governor enough and the state of Florida. We are so grateful.
Nice to see all our neighbors, and you know, I get a little emotional. It's a shame this one isn't real, but we thank everybody, and our neighbors have been very good in supporting everybody that's gotten hurt. And thank you for the governor. He's done such. I know, and I thank the governor for everything he's done for everybody here and the state. He's an excellent man.
Just for the record, that big check's not real, but all your checks are real. And if the check's bounced, then come talk to me because we're gonna get that right. All right, Dorothy Wren, where are you? Come on.
Thank you, Governor
Yes, of
DeSantis.
course, of course.
I already got a hug from him. I'm from Tropicana, right down the road. We were totaled. A lot of people in our park were totaled. And we just want to thank Governor DeSantis for stepping up to the plate and be supportive since day one. And when FEMA denied us assistance, Governor DeSantis stepped up to the plate, came forward, and hopefully everybody got some assistance to rebuild their homes. Just want to say thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Here. Okay, the CEO of Volunteer Florida, Corey Simon, helped get this, really work with the foundation in Charlotte, and I told them, I said, shake some trees. We've got a lot of folks in Florida that are philanthropic, so we want to get them on board, and so we were able to get a significant amount of money as a result.
Thank you, Governor. Thank you, Governor DeSantis. Thank you, Dane, and what you guys are doing over at DEO and all of our partners, FDEM and Director Guthrie. At the very point in your life when you experience the worst thing that has ever happened to you, the governor and his staff step up and try and do the best that we possibly can to make sure that you all have what you need. It is heartbreaking standing here looking at some of the rooftops and the loss. But what we take pride in at Volunteer Florida is coming to try and bring some solace to those homes that have been affected, to those families that have been torn apart. And so we're thankful to be here today. We're thankful for the work that all of our partners have done to come out and help you all because we understand the need and we know that the need is great. And so we'll continue to work hard. We'll work hard for you. We'll work hard for your neighbors to make sure that you can return back to your homes and it's in better shape than it currently is. And so thank you, Governor. Thank you for your leadership. And we look forward to coming back and seeing all of the improvements that'll be made with these funds. We thank you for our partnership with the Charlotte Community Foundation. Steve, you've been an absolute dream to work with in providing the assistance needed to make all of this happen. So we're here to help. So please, don't be afraid to ask. Thank you.
All right, Ashley, come on up here.
It's an honor to stand here before you on behalf of the Charlotte Community Foundation and with Governor DeSantis, who it is thanks to he and his philanthropic push that we're able to provide the first disbursement of tornado aid. We hope that this, in conjunction with local efforts, that our neighbors, our community members, begin to feel some sort of relief and restored faith in the humanitarian process. Southwest Florida is full of compassionate and generous individuals who never turn their back to lending a hand to a neighbor in need. It is that same compassion and generosity that is met by the workers who spend countless hours behind the scenes to make sure that one is not without. Governor DeSantis, and to all involved teams, FDEM, Volunteer Florida, the many groups that we've had the opportunity to work with, the numerous donors, large and small. We thank you for allowing Southwest Florida to once again stand together, and for showing that when philanthropy is met with passion, there will always be hope. Thank you.
Thanks. Okay, Dane Eagle, DEO.
Well, Florida's no stranger to disasters, and traveling with the governor and Kevin Guthrie at DEM, we do a lot across the state. But when this tragedy hit Lee County, it was close to home for me, as I'm a Lee County resident. And then when the feds denied the request to assist, I was distraught like many others. They turned their back on Lee County, but the governor did not. The governor has our back. He'd already asked his agencies to dig in deep and see what we can do to assist. So fortunately, DEO was able to announce $7.4 million that can help families with temporary assistance, food, transportation, temporary housing. 6 families have tapped into that, but that's not going to help them replace their homes, and that's what we need here today. We're also able to find $2 million through Florida Housing and Finance Corporation, our partners there, to help with that, but it still wasn't enough. So when the governor realized it wasn't enough, he got on the phone. He started raising money. And through the help of the philanthropic opportunities that we've had, what you've heard through today, he's been able to hand $10,000 checks to residents. That doesn't happen. You don't see the governor come down and just hand you a check for $10,000 because a disaster struck your home. But that's what we have here in Florida. We have a governor who cares. He's not turning his back on Floridians. He's here to help. And I'm just so thankful that I'm able to be a part of that with everyone who's standing here beside you today. If you need any assistance at the county level, Ray Sandelli's here to help. So appreciate you all. Thank you, Governor, for your time. Thank you.
And I want to thank both Lee and Charlotte counties for working hard to help the residents. I know from law enforcement to the commission to everybody, and as well to different philanthropic organizations that they've done a lot. So we really appreciate that, and we're happy to be able to contribute to those efforts. And it's just the type of thing when these things happen, you hope everyone kind of comes together. I think they did here. We didn't get a good break from the feds, and so we said we're just going to figure out to do whatever we can. So the 43 that got the disbursements today, hopefully that'll be helpful. And then as more people apply, there is of course more aid available, and so we're going to continue to do whatever we can. And as I said, I'm going to be going and inspecting the damage up in Central Florida and in the Ocala area. And they got rocked pretty good. So I just say, everybody here, you guys have gone through this. Keep them in your prayers as well, because they're now going through what you guys were going through back in January. And there was some significant damage. And so we're going to do what we can to help those folks as well. So I want to thank everyone for being here. And we'll be back and help if there's other ways that we can do it. Okay. Questions? Yeah, so we've got 1.1 million raised. Obviously, this 43 people at 10,000 a pop is not even half that. So there are more. There's more support that's available. So as people apply and have the needs, then we feel good that we'll be able to help even more people. And it's just. I think it speaks volumes about the community in Florida that we said we wanted to do it. And it's not easy to raise money. I mean, a lot of you guys know. I mean, there's charities that'll do events, and if they could raise $10,000 or $15,000, that's like a great deal. Dude, we raised over $1 million, and we put our money where our mouth is. I mean, I had the Republican Party of Florida kick in $100,000. I wasn't just going to rely on everybody else. So we were happy to do that, and the result is we made a difference today, and we have an ability to do more.
Governor, has there been any clarification on a possible timeline when Fema might respond to?
I don't think so. I mean, I think when you're dealing with the bureaucracy, it can sometimes take a long time. And now what FEMA's going to have to do is they're going to have to make an initial decision on these Ocala and Central Florida tornadoes, because we've done the same thing we did here to try to set us up for relief. So we will get an answer on that one way or another. I'm hoping that they realize this was a mistake, that the Biden administration realizes they made a mistake here, and that they don't repeat that mistake when we're looking at Ocala. But I think we'll probably get an initial decision on that before we get the result of the appeal for this. Okay, thanks everybody. We'll see you soon.